Hi, I'm Dr. Hill, owner and CEO of Hill Family Chiropractic. This video is on how your posture can cause headaches. So you may be aware with posture, we're talking about head forward or twisting, shifting in our body. It's amazing how that causes tension and stress in the muscles in around the spine, which then can cause that tugging and pulling in around the nerves that causes inflammation, which ultimately can cause headaches for an individual. That can be caused from everything from car accidents, slips, falls, sports injuries, things, we see a lot of things as a child that then build up over time, so there can be chronic issues. But one of the most common things that causes is our work, just our daily activities, how we sleep, or our hobbies and how we sit at home watching TV. And then another big one is our workstations at home. More and more computers are a big deal, and they call it tech neck, with the head going forward and our body moving forward. So that's where Michael is demonstrating this for us right now, as if he's working on a computer. What can happen is it's really common for the head to start moving forward, the shoulders start to round in, and basically it's closing everything internal rotation with the body. And when this is happening, what it does is it starts to tug and pull and cause all this tension in the muscles between the shoulder blades that goes all the way up into the neck and the head, ultimately causing tension in around those nerves, inflammation, causing headaches. So one thing, you can go ahead and relax for a moment, is doing massage. Massage is a great way to help release some of the lactic acids and the tension that's building up. We have a great massage therapist that helps patients all the time with this. And so massage guns can flush that out. Trigger point therapy, another thing called ART, or active release technique, is very powerful for this. So if you have someone that has that tension in the traps in the neck that could pull up into the head, you can put some pressure down, not straight down, but you're kind of like pulling the tissue down, and then have them tuck their chin. And that stretches through those muscles, and you have them bring it back up. And then you push down again. Good, one more time, and you're pressing and then pulling down, and you can actually have them turn to the left and to the right. Good, and then what that does is it helps to release a lot of the tension in there as well. But that, unfortunately, is only a temporary relief. It's not really addressing the root cause of the problem. And that's why with this video is really important, is to start changing the ergonomics and some exercises you can do to help work on this. So as we talked about, anytime we're doing jobs where we're down working in front of us, even things at home, we're doing laundry or the dishes, and most things we do is down in front of us, and it causes this internal flexion, rotation of the body, which ultimately keeps causing that flexion of the stretch. It's called a long stretch, building up lactic acid and tension in those muscles, causing headaches. So what we want to do is, there's a couple exercise tips that we'll give you. First is there's a posterior translation. So if you can bring your hands behind your head and interlock your fingers, and we're addressing the head forward posture on this one. We want to bring the head back. So you'll squeeze you're moving, pushing your head back against your hands, and you're resisting that. And you're exercising the muscles to strengthen. And if you think about, if you're pushing that back and you hold it for a couple seconds, count, and then you relax it for a moment, and then you just do that repetitively 10 to 20 times, a couple times a day. That's a really good way to start exercising the muscles to start bringing the head back, okay? Another thing we want to address is the head forward and a little bit of the hunchback that can start to occur. So there's an exercise called Brugger's, which you can do this seated or standing, and you'll bring your arms and externally rotate those arms back, and at the same time you want to extend the head back. You're pushing the shoulders, the chest forward and up, and you're squeezing these muscles through here, and it's stretching out the front, and also you're looking on flexion because everything is in front of us, right? So in this exercise, what you'll do is squeeze for a couple seconds and relax, and squeeze for a couple seconds and relax, just like he's doing right there. Perfect, great job, Michael. So that is a really good way to start exercising the muscles to hold your posture upright. And then the third exercise, if I could have you stand up facing towards the medicine balls over there, is we call this the YTW, okay? Again, we're wanting to, we're training the body and exercising everything in a flexion. We're working on extending that back. So the first one is going to be a Y, and you want to make sure your arms are externally rotated, kind of like the palms up like he's got, and then you're bringing the arms back and squeezing and then relax, and then you're bringing that back and forth, squeezing that, again exercising the rhomboids and those muscles in around the neck, and then you'll go to the T, so a little bit more flat right here, and you're squeezing that back just like that. Perfect. And you see how he's got those arms externally rotated as well. And then the next one is going to be a W. So bringing in a W formation, squeezing that down. And we're working on several different levels of those muscles in between the shoulder blades into the neck. And one thing we want to be careful when we're bringing this, we don't want to do this. Keep that head back as well as you're working on those muscles. But awesome job, Michael. Hopefully those are a couple good tips for you to work on as you're working on trying to decrease the headaches that you have maybe due to your workstation or your posture. Those are really good exercises for anybody to do, especially if you have to do at desk work or injuries to your neck and so forth, if you have that head forward posture. But if you're doing those exercises and it still is continuing having headaches, things like that, you may need a more in-depth evaluation. We may need to look at the actual structure of the spine. You may have an imbalance that needs to be worked on and adjusted to actually get the function and the nerve flow working properly through there. So if you ever need any help, we'd love to see you and we can take a look and see if there's something else we can do. But always know that you're stronger, healthier, and happier with Hill Family Chiropractic.